Look what we got here. Finally it came off the shelf. It's been sitting for 2 years. I had a lot of fun with this. And never got to do the motor I wanted to do on here. Still has the stock 23cc motor. This is a 5th scale DBXL LOSI. My last video I said I had a side video. Well, this is a side video because I will no longer have this. I never thought I would sell it, but it's going to the right house, to the right person. My buddy Big Al, he's another sick in the head nitro and gas guy just like me, or worse. He's got some pretty fast shit. I like his attitude and his approach on RC. He likes to get down and dirty and fix shit. Constantly wants to run his shit. Don't matter how cold it is, don't matter how hot it is, he's ready to go bashing. He's got some custom RCs. He's got some custom Revos. You can't even call it a Revo. That faggy name Revo's got to go. You got to call his custom Revo like, I don't know, like a different name, because it's nothing Revo. He modded the shit out of it. He completely changed it, and you can't even fit a body on it. It's just a chassis. But he's got like a roll cage all over it. He does some crazy jumps with it. But he also has a Baja. He's getting to 5th scales. Reason why he's been this would be so good for him is for what he's looking to do with it. Would be the perfect model to do it. He's into speed and fast shit and also climbing and stuff like that. But he's more into like speed. So with the right motor on this 5th scale right here and the gearing, it'll be a fast bitch. But most important of all, it will handle the power. You know, you can't throw a ton of power like he's got on his his Baja, like a lot of us have on our Bajas, because you can't control the fucking thing. It'll start doing donuts in the same spot. You just can't control the Bajas that well. Alright? You throw some power to this, it will turn, it will do whatever you need to do. It will jump. It will be stupid fast. It's not that heavy. It's not as heavy as the 5T, and it's not as big as the 5T. I think this is the perfect platform to customize. Alright? There's a lot of guys, I'm not saying for racing. For racing on a track, out of the box, the 5T, no doubt, out handles this bitch. Alright? But you can hop these up to handle just as good as a 5T. Jump and fly in the air just as good as a 5T. But you're going to have to change a few things. Now let's go to bash. Yeah, if you're going to have a 5T, you're probably going to race it. But if you don't race it much, or if you use a 5T to bash, yeah, the 5T is no joke, very durable. Right? I could say that because I have one. I've noticed it. I've experienced it. I have a different motor on it. I have a few friends with 5Ts. And yeah, they're durable. This guy's durable as well. Alright? But it's smaller, lighter. It almost, with the right servos, it'll feel like an 8 scale almost. Alright? I can control this in my dead end street. Right? I could barely turn. Forget about my MTXL. My MTXL is just a blast. It's fun. right? No way you could handle like this, and but it's just a different animal, right? It, uh, the fun factor on the MTXL is really up there. This can be as well for different tastes, right? My tastes are in different areas now. My idea was to hop this sucker up better, even more crazier than my 5T, right? But I don't know. I had it. Um, I did not like the performance out of the box. All right, this 23cc is a pig for me, for my taste. But why do I still have a 23cc in here? Yeah, I should have had done. Oh, I had intentions to do some wild OBR motor in here. Even throwing a Zenoa 320 in here would be a huge improvement. All right, would make this into a night and day difference. But the reason why I have this 23cc motor is once I played around with the intake, started getting some air in here, got rid of that damn cone, threw that shit out, opened up, threw it, the heat separator spacer between the carb and the motor. Once I threw the pipe on here, oh my god, this thing woke up. The power band was like, what? It's like having a 2-speed on here. You know, it starts off like a pig, and then all of a sudden the power band just wakes it up in RPMs and screams. All right, and it became fun. All right, and I kept the motor, kept running it. I had it in my truck. When I'd be at a party or whatever, just start it up. People would be like, wow, what the hell, you know. People that aren't into RCs or aren't familiar with fit scales, and they got a kick out of this, you know. Then I would run it back and up and down the street, up and down. You know, that's what it was good for. And it's fast. It's quick. It woke up night and day with the pipe and with the more air going into the motor. Hands down. That's why I still have this 23cc motor here. I changed the front rims and tires because I wanted the front tires when they turn to grip more than the back. It's got lights. There was a phase I went through with stupid fucking lights and wires and shit. My 5T's got the same thing. It's got a high-tech servo. It steers very well. It steers like almost like an 8 scale, bro. It's got a high-tech what the hell is it? Had to get a special plate to fit the high-tech. I don't know if you can see it. It's HS 5765 MH. It runs well, and that's it. That's why I kept the 23. But the 23's got to go. All right. Al's got a temporary 26cc motor for it, and I'm sure he's gonna throw some crazy shit over the winter, and he's gonna go over the whole desert buggy. He's gonna go over the whole thing, and it's gonna be badass. I'm psyched to see it. I'm happy it's going to the right person. All right, now I gotta hurry up with this, not because of the video becoming so long, because I'm afraid my wife is gonna fucking come down here and see what the hell I did to this basement. All right, you guys are gonna see it soon. If she comes down here and sees this, oh, so you got a little peek. If she sees what I have done here, I'm probably, that's it, it's over. All right, she's gonna definitely fucking leave my ass on this one. All right, a lot of these cars she has no idea about, but it's not even all my RC cars. It's just my LOSIs. Alright, last video I had said I'm gonna show all my LOSIs that I have now. I've had more in the past, but these are what I have now. I want to get a picture, a video, before one of my favorites fit scales leave my house. Alright, I want to get a video of it. I didn't even get to do a run video with this. I had fun in baseball fields with this DBXL. I had fun ripping up grass. destroying baseball fields. I had fun with this sucker, and but it's going to the right home, and that's it. Now, we're gonna have to bring this guy over. I want to get a last video of all my LOSIs, because there's another LOSI that I might be selling. This is the thing, I'm gonna be thinning out my RC herd. I gotta thin out the herd, alright? It's getting a little crazy in this fucking house. Alright? Let's go over here. I'll show you what I did. Let me just set up my desert buggy here for the last time. I don't want to show it to you guys yet. Oh, today is the first day ever that my MTXL made it to my basement. Is indoors. Alright, now let me go over here and show you what the hell is over here. All I gotta say is this: if she comes down here, if she wants to leave my ass, just leave me my TLR 4.0 AT. That's my bitch. That's my baby right there. Oh shit! Look at this. This is my collection of LOSIs. All right. I did have more, but I'm like, oh, let me do this because we're saying bye to the DBXL. Sorry I didn't get any run videos of it, but I'm going to be hanging out with Al and we're going to get a run video of it. Alright? I was trying to get my brother-in-law Danny, Nitro Maniac, to get that fucking thing so I would still see it. That would be perfect for him to bring upstate when we go bashing, but he didn't want it. He didn't want to get into it. Alright, my favorite of all, this is just my LOSIs, alright? I'm not a racist. I have many other brands, alright? I got HPIs. I got 3 Savages. Right, I have an XL, I got a Savage, 2 more Savages, but regular size ones. What else? I got a HPI RS4. I got a Rustler that I fuck around with once in a while. Team Associated, I love Team Associated. I had a couple MGTs, now I just have my MGT 8.0. Alright. I got another Rustler here. Right? I'm done with these fucking things. Alright. What I wish I had is more Truggies. Alright? Truggies is the way to go. Alright? Bump box nitro engines. Fuck the pull starts, fuck the rotor starts. The hell with the one-way bearings. Sealed plates, sealed motors. Best running nitro motors. Anyway, alright. TLR kit, Truggy. TLR 4.0 buggy. Great buggy. I've raced it 3 times and I bash with it most of the time. This is my LST1. That bitch is probably well over 15 years old. It will be rebuilt possibly this winter. Alright? I don't want to build another LST to fuck around and jump and do all that shit. Why? Because I have those still. Alright? I'm probably gonna do something like how about a rock climber, huh? How about a fucking climber? Right? You know, you can do that thing's got 4-wheel. That thing's got low gear and high gear. It's reverse, everything. You put the right servos in it, done. I'll get no need to have a sick, powerful motor for that. I'll have a good running engine on it, but you'll never get a good running engine like a sealed motor. But that, unfortunately, you cannot use a bump box, so it's gonna have to have some sort of rotor start or a pull start. But I'll get I'll get, I'll get a good workhorse of an engine that'll run and idle all day long in there. But I don't know, just some ideas. I got a bunch of parts. It's got this is all LST1. All right. I got RPM, A-arms. I got a bunch of fucking parts here that I never did, never used. All right. Got all this shit. All right. I know. You got a ton of shit. I got a bunch of shocks. I'm probably gonna go with the LST2 shocks that are adjustable, and probably I was gonna put these on my XL Savage. You know, convert the Savage over to LOSI LSD shocks, but I don't know. I'm more into this stuff now. I'm done with the. I'm not done. I'm gonna keep like one or two, but anyway, LST1. Damn near well over 15 years old. Original motor still runs great. I do backflips with the fucking thing. You know, it runs great. How many of you guys remember this shit? Huh? This was a shit when I used to race electric, right, at Island Raceway and Hobby. This was the remote I used. I used to have 7 cars in here. I used to run electric, believe it or not. I used to build my own batteries, and I ran buggy, and I ran stadium chuck, 10 scale. You know, can you imagine using this shit now? Look at this with the stupid antenna. You know, poke yourself in the eye or drop somebody in the eye with it. Yeah, look at this. Holy shit! It's like you can go fishing. This is huge, man. But that's what we used. And it worked well. Now, back to my LOSIs. I gotta clean this shit up before she comes down here. XXL2 gas LST. Great truck, but throw a motor in there, man. Mine is still running, all right. It runs pretty good, but if I were you guys, if you have one of these, throw an LRP 32 in it. You'll have a blast. You'll have a blast. It's not geared like this is an XXL 454 LST. All right. It's got reverse. It's got higher gear ratios. It's got a nice take a nice off the line, but then it's got a nice top speed. It's pretty fast. It's faster than this guy top speed, than the new one. This was the motor that came with it, stock. I still have it. All right. It's got a bearing leak over here. It's got a leak. This engine runs great up until it'll run great if I replace the bearing. All right, it's got a freaking leak, and the crankshaft bearings right here. This guy here too. The clutch loads up with oil. You know, this bearing here needs to be replaced. All right, and then since I have it apart, I might as well just rebuild it. And the motor was great, so that's why I have it. Otherwise, I'd get rid of it. This motor is good, but I don't know. What's the point of spending money on this if you could just get a reasonable price LRP and outperform this? So, especially if I made it a little bit heavier. Now, this monster truck was my favorite RC. It's my favorite monster truck. But like I said, I'm pretty much done with the rotor starts, pull start type engines. Right? I'm more into crazier shit. But don't get me wrong, I'll never get rid of this guy. This is my favorite monster truck. All right, I have a stock LRP 32 with the new 300cc gas tank, ERCM end bleed pipe, and the big ass, long ass, torquey ass LST header. All right, that's curved out. I may change the header, and I will show you the header that I may put on. I think that here it is. This is a great header to use. I had this shorty header on my ERCM LST2, which I'm about to show you guys. I took it out. I'm going to be putting this guy here. It's from RD Logics. Alright, it's not as long as the stock one, and it's curved better. And I think the bore is a little bit bigger. So this works. This header worked well with my brother-in-law's LRP 30. Now, I threw some. Again, this is an XXL 44 Lsd Nitro. This truck came out. When it did come out, it was the fastest and biggest 8-scale monster truck around. It came with a wonderful remote. I still have that remote. That remote is, you could still use it today on anything. But I have the 4PLS now. But I may do. I still have some old videos of this when I went over this. Maybe I'll do a video. I'll try to put all the clips together. But it's got a nice skid plate that you could probably still get. I don't need it because I have that type of pipe. But it's got GPM shocks from AGTs, I believe. What I like about these shocks, a lot of people don't realize, these GPM shocks have 5th scale shock shafts. Alright, way durable and slightly bigger than the stock LSTs. Don't get me wrong, the stock LST shocks are great, but those GPMs, but they're heavier. Alright, you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of weight. 5th scale shock shafts. I don't know if you can see that. Alright. Motor saver air filters is a must on any nitro motor. Alright. On you guys with your Mugans and your TLRs and your Technos and you race guys, I hope you're using motor savers, autowares on your stock air filters. Because ever since I've done that to mine, I don't clean or do anything with fucking air filters. I'll do it like, maybe this winter I'll just put a new air filter just because. But yeah, they do not get dirty. Next one. LST2. Right? That came after the LST1. His original body. It's not my original body. I wound up picking it up. They were kind of pricey. They are discontinued, but I had to get it. This one here is my lightest LST. These are the plastic LST shocks that came stock on my XXL when it was new. I wound up putting the white springs. Anyway, it's got a modded Pico from Robin at Extreme RC Mods, ERCM. Alright, it's got a damn roto start on it. I may put a back plate on that bitch if I could and throw it on some truggy someday. It should not be on here, but I have it on there. And I also have the pipe, the ERCM and header pipe I have on my truggy. Alright. And what else? This is, this has got a bunch of shit, titanium gears, which I may take out, put the plastic ones back on. Again, old school truggy style motor saver air filter with the sock over it. Alright. Same original fuel tank. Okay. There's my LSTs. I did have others, but they are gone. I'm definitely going to be getting rid of this guy. I can't get rid of this guy. I just can't. I'll never get rid of this guy. Alright? And I don't think I can get rid of the LST2 either. I should get rid of it, but I don't think I could. But now let's go to the fit scales. 5T. It's a badass. I can't get rid of it. I should. I never use it. I don't race it. There used to be a track out in Suffolk County. I live in Long Island, New York. There used to be a track where we used to run them. Now it's gone. It's closed down. You can't even do shit here anymore. But what am I gonna bash this fucking? You could kill somebody with this fucking thing. I mean, this thing is stupid loud, really loud. I mean, I love it, but it's got an OBR motor. It's got a bunch of goodies in it. I got a lot of. I'm in deep with this guy, okay? If I can't get rid of it because I got way too much in it. To be honest, I would rather get rid of the 5T for what I do, my type of driving, than my DBXL. I should be keeping that. I should be getting rid of this. The problem is, no one is going to give me what the hell, not even half of what I spent on it. That's the problem. I can't get rid of it. It's got a bunch of shit. This thing sounds like a dirt bike with open headers. Alright? 2-stroke dirt bike. From the 80s with open headers. Alright? Put it that way. There's my new big bitch. Alright? This is what... That's got to be one of my favorites. Now, it's just fun. It's a basher. It takes a beating. You can't fucking kill it. I had rocks in the fucking motor. Water. You name it. I love that truck, man. Stock right out of the box. Stock out of the box. You don't have to do shit to this. Right out of the box. You could. I did a 20-foot jump with it. It handled fine. I don't have any outerwears on it yet. I have them upstairs. I just never installed them. It takes a beating. It'll run all day. You don't need a pipe for it. The sound is good enough. But, yes, I ordered a fucking pipe already for it today. I got a board alone pipe for it. I got a bunch of shit coming in. I'll keep you updated. We're going to have more videos of this. Now, if a lot of you guys are getting this truck, please don't forget. As soon as you get this truck, Loctite your grub screws. Right? You don't need that hassle, little shit, hassle. Loctite your grub screws. Oh, and another thing that I regret that I never did. Once it comes out of the box, get yourself a can of spray silicone. Spray your whole shit with silicone. Spray silicone. All right, waterproof it. It's not because of waterproofing it. The truck is pretty much water resistant. The reason why is when you do get it dirty, it'll clean so much easier. I wish I had 2 cans of fucking spray silicone on this guy, because when my last video, I got some really nasty shit on it that had some salt in it, and overnight it started corroding my axles. Man, that I was gonna do a wash video once I get back home here, but I couldn't. I had to wash it there, emergency. I used some fucking acid mixed with water that my father-in-law had up there. He didn't have any simple green or nothing. Anyway, I washed it there. I sprayed everything down with WD-40. I cleaned the axles. I had to take. It was already starting to corrode shit. But yeah, man, my MTXL has been through a lot already. And then last but not least, say goodbye to my DBXL. It will no longer be in my collection of LOSIs. Alright. Take care of it, Al.